So I took a day trade today on GU, and this one was really interesting because it was not too clean on the high time frame, but extremely clean on the low time frame. So I would say it was a B setup. It was not my best trade or not the best setup in the world, but let's discuss it anyway. We had some high time frame sweeps. We swept some hourly structure points here. So this is New York low of yesterday, London low of yesterday, and this wick of Asia as well, but we kept Asia low here, reacting from this extreme OB here, and I really would have preferred this setup to happen after a daily previous day's low sweep. So I wanted to see something like this, to take this wick out here, and then see the setup. So that was my critique on this setup. This didn't make it A plus on the high time frame, rather B. We did have some session sweeps, so it's still okay, you know, but it's not A plus. It's not that high time frame 4-hour structure point sweep, you know, so not too much liquidity swept here. But what convinced me to take the trade anyway was the divergence with EU and the extreme cleanness on the low time frame. So let's check it out on the low time frame. We sweep this hourly wicks, and then we have a strong push out here, a clean momentum switch. We trickle down, and then boom, we switch momentum and flip the direction and shoot up, creating two fair value gaps in a row. And then we chop around, you know, we see first rejection, second rejection, we chop a little, and then we get another two rejections, and then we shoot out again. Huge fair value gap. We take out this supply, not doing anything that shows bearishness here in this supply. You see these candles? This is not showing bearish in control. This is showing complete bull control. Then we trickle down here again without any momentum. So I said, hey man, this is two legs. We have clear bullish control right now. And what I really liked as well is that we had the divergence here with EU. EU was also in a nicer area on the high time frame. It was closing a daily fair value gap, and you see here we take out the low and resweep it, and you see the line in GU on the right side of the screen. We hold the low and go for a higher high. So this resweeping on EU but holding on GU was just telling me, or just giving me further confirmation that the British pound is just super strong right now, and this looking so clean. And at least we have swept some sessions here that was okay for me to take the trade anyway. And let's see how it played out. It was actually very nice. We shot up right away. You see how that was pretty much a snipe, just reacted right away. I just market executed down here because I like the risk to reward. It was 1.8 target, so that's okay for me. And yeah, I just went up right away, and I actually closed it in the beginning of this candle at like here, because we were tapping now into this supply that had clean fair value gaps itself, and it swept this OB and it swept this high here. So this was a strong potential reversal area, and I didn't want to just hold it out of greed. Just, you know, it was so overextended. It was due for a pullback anyway, and if it doesn't pull back from that supply, where is it gonna pull back? So I was happy to close it here. And what happened after was actually quite cool, because it did what I thought it would do. Just miss my TP, react from the supply, and actually come almost back to break even. It's still playing out right now, but I'm just happy that I took my profits here and got out and banked like 1.5 R or something. So super happy with the trade. I wouldn't have risked 2% on it because it's a B setup. It's not as A plus as it might suggest, you know. Yes, it gave a beautiful reaction and I closed it at the right moment, but it's not A plus. It's just solid. It's worth some risk in my opinion, but it's not a 2% risk setup, just because, like I said in the beginning, I would have wanted the previous day's low at least to be swept here. But it was still a valid setup, and it's just one of these nuanced things, you know, like it's perfectly valid if you say it's not good enough for you, but it's just with the experience, you know, you combine these confluences and then you decide, is it good enough for me or not? And this one was just good enough for me, and I'm happy that I was right on it and could profit from it. So as always, guys, I'm grateful. Thank you for checking this out, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Take care.